Good morning, good afternoon, WMDM listeners, and to our Facebook listener. We want to welcome you to the Real on Real Estate Radio today in sunny North Miami. If you're looking to call in while we are on air, our phone numbers are 305-953-9626. Broward County, that was Dade County, Broward County, 954-525-1490. Or you can also listen to us live online. And for my contact information is 305-323-1556. And all our social media is K1 Realty Group and Dr. Karen Lewis. Sam, what's up?
Happy Saturday, everyone. You know, I say that every Saturday. This is Samantha with K1 Realty Group. We're back at it again. Thank you for tuning in with us today. And so we're going to have an action-packed show. And tune in. We have a guest here today, and she will be talking with us. So stay tuned to hear more.
Wow.
And so we're going to jump into the Real on Real Estate question. So we want to start at the beginning of the show so you all have ample time to call in and win a gift card. So the Real on Real Estate question is, what role can a title company play in a real estate transaction? And so, don't let this gift card go to waste. If you don't know, the internet is a great place to find out.
Wait. What role can a title company play in a real estate transaction? If anybody think that's a hard question on Facebook, then just let me know, because that sounds like a hard question to me. A title company? Who is a title company? But Sam, she made it up, so I'm going to follow what she says. What role can a title company play in a real estate transaction? Well, you can call in 305-953-9626 or 954-525-1490. That's the Real on Real Estate question for today. And don't waste a gift card. Just even if you have to Google, you have a few minutes, just Google and figure it out. Google is your answer, okay? Sam, you're getting ready to tell me about some market trends?
Yep, so into the market trends, we're going to do a North Miami spotlight. So there's a lot of changes going on in North Miami, and so North Miami has been deemed one of the fastest growing cities in Miami-Dade, according to U.S. Census data, and it was actually voted one of the most undervalued neighborhoods. But it seems like a lot of investors are now showing growing interest in the area, and so a lot of people are considering Kendall and North Miami to be one of the best places to live. And so private investors and large investors alike are tending to show a lot of interest. And this is something I've seen personally. I grew up in North Miami, and when I go visit my mom in that area, I see a lot of changes that's going on from when I grew up there. So there's private investors and big investors like companies like Aventur's Turnberry and the New York City-based company Lefrec. They're creating a mini city called Sol Mia, and it's going to be 148 acres, and it's going to be off of Biscayne Boulevard in Miami, in North Miami. And so that alone goes to show that that area is changing. They're buying up lots of land and putting investments in this area. So if you're thinking about investing and you're from North Miami, then you might not have to look far to find a good deal. So always give us a call if that's something that you're interested in.
Okay, so sounds like you have a lot going on in North Miami. You've done your homework. So Sam, you want to make sure you give out your number so that even if you're not in the North Miami area, even if you're in another state, even if you're in another country, you may be interested in doing some investments there in the North Miami area. So Samantha is your go-to real estate agent. What's your number, Sam?
So I can be reached at 305-783-1591, and that is my cell phone number.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're going to get ready. We are about to have a super conference, Women of Color. And I have on my t-shirt, so if you can't see it, it says Women of Color. We're getting ready for our major conference. It starts in September. We're going to have a full day of activities, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You do not want to miss it. Go on to the website, South Florida, womenofcolor.com. Make sure that you're there. If you are a woman, or you want to be a woman, or even if the men, you all are invited. Everybody is invited. But women, I encourage you, get there, get there. We're going to have some fun. I'm a member of Women of Color, and last year was actually my first time going there, and I had such a ball, and there were so many people there that you can connect. Don't go and don't miss it. When I say don't go, don't leave there without getting business cards or have connections, but it's a great place for you to be in South Florida. The dates again are September 13th through September 15th.
All right, so now we're gonna let you know what's going on in the community. So of course, here in Miami, we dodged the bullet when it came to Hurricane Dorian, but not not everyone was so fortunate. So now that Hurricane Dorian has come and gone, there's still thousands of people out there that are feeling its effects. And so I've been watching the news and seeing a lot of devastating images, entire homes knocked down, neighborhoods underwater. And so right now, efforts are building to bring relief to those in need. And the city of Miami-Dade is now accepting donations to be sent to the Bahamas. And so if you would like to make a donation, there are a few donation drop-off locations where you can bring them. And so I'm going to go ahead and let you know about just a few of them. And so in Miami, at the Miami-Dade County Main Library at West Flagler Street, you can go ahead and do drop-offs there. The Stephen P. Clark Center on 1st Street in Miami. The Joseph Caleb Center off of 22nd Ave in Miami as well. The Office of Emergency Management Warehouse on Northwest 14th Street in Doral. And last, the South Dade Government Center on Southwest 211th Street in Cutler Bay. And so those aren't all the drop-off locations. There are actually 16, but that was just a few of them. Right. So if you want to find a different location, you can always go online and see what other locations there may be available to you. The city's requesting things like canned goods, mosquito sprays, diapers, baby formula, first aid items, of course, batteries, small generators. And if you do plan on making donations there or somewhere else online, just please make sure that where you're donating is legitimate. Unfortunately, during times like this, there can be a lot of scammers trying to take advantage, GoFundMes and things like that, especially online. So if you're making a donation online, just be wary about who you're donating to.
And when sometimes people figure that they don't want to donate because it's only $5 or $10 or so many other people have so much money. But if you want to donate, it does not matter how much or whatever it is that you have to donate, because they need everyone's support over in the Bahamas. I mean, if you've been watching the news at all, you've seen the major damages on what Hurricane Dorian has done. So they need all of our support. So don't think that your $5 or your $10 is not going to be accounted for. So make sure you donate and not donate where their scammers are, because like Sam said, during this time, people still try to take advantage of opportunities like this. Okay, so we are looking, before we bring our guests on, we want to make sure that we let you all know that K1 Realty Group is looking for licensed real estate agent, somebody that's energetic, somebody that wants to learn, somebody that wants to make 6 figures in a year, somebody is self-driven, motivated, and I have a whole list of things that I'm looking for in real estate agents. But if you're interested or you're even thinking about becoming a real estate agent, give me a call, 305-323-1556. And before we bring our guest on, we do want to give a shout out to one of our real estate agents and our host on the Real on Real Estate Radio, Kay Brunson. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday.
If I could sing, I would sing to her and for her, but I can't. So we're just going to say happy birthday to Kay today.
We're going to leave that to the professionals.
I know you're right. So at this time, we're going to bring on our guest here. We actually were supposed to have women of color come, but they could not make it. So we do have somebody that I've known for a while and somebody that wants to share some great information. And the reason that I felt like it was time to bring somebody in her profession on is because we're always getting ready to go into the new year, and we don't want to start thinking about our finances in January. This is time where we should start thinking about putting our financial house in order. This is the time we should think about spending time with our money. So at this time, we want to introduce Lori Martin.
Well,
Woo, woo,
thank you. Hello, everyone.
Hey, look, we got tons of questions for you, so just let us know when you're
Let
ready.
me get comfortable. Let me get comfortable. I'm ready.
Tell us a little bit about
You're
what
at
you
home.
Okay, well, thank you. I'm thrilled to be here, first of all. So thank you so much for the invitation. I am Lori Gilbert Martin. I have 15 plus years in the financial services industry. My sweet spot, though, is life insurance and mortgage banking and good and some other things in between, but that's my sweet spot.
Okay,
I really love what I do.
good.
But my approach to financial advisory is a little different. I help my clients find money that they are losing unknowingly and unnecessarily.
Oh, wow.
And then I help them to redirect that into paths that lead to financial independence for them.
Well, that's a key right there. So you help people find money.
Yes.
It's like their own money. They don't know it's their own money, or you help them go get some money, because I might need to knock at your door.
Well, we start where you are. Let me ask you this question. What do you believe is your largest asset right now?
Me?
Yeah, anyone.
Me?
You, yes.
Me?
Oh, you are. Okay.
I'm my largest asset.
Okay, in
God
addition
is it,
to
but-
you, what do you believe is your largest asset when we think in terms of assets?
Well, I don't think house is my largest concern. I don't know my money.
Okay, all right. What do you think, Stephanie?
Sam.
Yeah,
Sam, my apologies.
No, it's cool.
She putting us, wait, she turned it to us, she's asking us the questions. We're supposed to be asking her questions. That's all right.
Just a little bit.
I would have to say the same thing probably.
So real
My money,
estate,
yeah.
oh, your money, your
Yes.
money, okay. Well, believe it or not, your largest asset is your cash flow.
Okay,
Okay, so
that'll
who was,
work.
around the ballpark, I guess, or our money,
Absolutely.
Right,
So
so
you were right
right,
there,
okay.
you were in the vicinity, yeah.
Do you have a gift card for us?
Oh, yes, I'll get you a gift
Okay,
card.
so
And
wait, let's break it down, like Robert Henderson always said, break it down like a first grader.
Okay,
So,
I'm gonna get into it.
So you said that you take it, I want to go back, when you got the answers to our question, go back to the how do you take it. So my question to you was, you said you help people find money.
Absolutely.
Okay, and does that pertain to, because I've seen you on social media, I hear where you're saying, good morning, everybody, but that good is an acronym that you want us to take hold of it and get it and run with it and apply it.
Absolutely.
So is that the same thing?
It's in the ballpark of everything, but I began when I was tying that into your largest asset.
Okay.
How I help people find money is I look at their cash flow, because that is where a lot of us get into trouble, and it leads to bad debt because we are mismanaging our largest asset because we don't even think that it is an asset.
Okay,
Okay?
so let's go back again. I'm sorry. We
No,
gotta
I'm
break
with
it
you.
down.
Now I'm
I gotta
going
break it
into
down.
good.
Because see, what happens too, Lori, and the reason that I say break it down is because a lot of times we tell people to do something. We tell people to go buy a house and we tell them, but we don't give them that how to. We don't give them the steps. And because this is our language every day,
Of course.
it may not be the next person's language. So now tell us about the cash flow first. And then move
Absolutely. Your
forward.
cash flow is simple. It's your income. It's the money. It can be passive. It can be earned income. It's your money. And what I do is I help people manage their money a bit better. So when I'm looking at a client's profile, it gives me great insight and to see the numbers on the sheet lets me know how they behave, what they're actually doing.
They
Okay.
really are.
Exactly. But from a behavioral financial standpoint, I'm looking at the way you're thinking
Right.
and what's important to you.
And
You see, and as such, I co-construct, because the client is always the captain in this relationship, but I help implant a new thought as to have you considered this and what's going on with that. And I just bring their cash flow, their money, and make it to the forefront how valuable it is, and to actually look at what you are doing with it. And when I get your profile, I start combing line item by line item and line item questioning. And when my clients see that, I said, okay, I'll give you one example. Let's say, for example, you have auto insurance. Everyone has to have it, they're supposed to have it.
Right.
But let's say some people have a $250 deductible. Why? when you look at the money between a $250 deductible and a $1,000 deductible, that's money that can be put to work for you. Okay? But because of conditioning, because of however, we think that we need to have a lower deductible. But that's money that's costing you that you are losing. And that's just one example that we have. I look at mortgages, because you're in real estate business. I look at mortgages. A lot of people have a lot of mortgages that are not designed properly, and they are losing money, and they will never get out of that type of debt. So I look at a whole litany of things, and that's why getting into the GO.O.D program, which stands for Get Out of Debt, is very important, because a lot of people are in debt. A lot.
And so what's the most common thing, because you said you want to help people find what they're unknowingly spending on. So what's the most common thing that you find people are unknowingly wasting their money on? Because sometimes we know, okay, I didn't have to go out to eat last Friday, I had food in the fridge.
Right.
So we all know that, so.
You know what I mean? I do believe
well,
that.
one thing you just said, the deductible.
Yeah, the
That's
deductible is
definitely
one
one.
sweet spot. That's
Right.
about $300 to $400 on average that a client could be putting to work for them. And you put it in the correct financial vehicle with compounded interest, and the other things that the GO.O.D program does, you can see what that would add up to over the years.
Here's another one too, and this is just from me learning from their team, is that sometimes when people have a list of credit card debt, so if they have, say they owe $500, and then you ask them, what is your debt? And then they say, my total debt in credit cards is $500, but what unknowingly, they don't look at how much it's going to take to pay that debt off. So it may be $700 to pay that debt off, but they're not looking at the back end of it. All they're doing is just looking at the front end.
Right, they're not looking at the real debt, the whole picture. It's just one-sided. So GO.O.D exposes the real debt versus the actual debt.
Sam, I like that.
Because first of all, let's start with a definition of debt, really what it is. Debt is you're borrowing money for a fee, which is interest, and you're repaying what you borrow with future earnings. So you see how you get on this road and it becomes a vicious cycle.
Yes.
And you never get off of it because life happens, things come up, children need this, refrigerators break down, ACs go out. If you don't have the cash, most Americans do what? We go and borrow it. And you get on this vicious cycle and it doesn't end. 2 out of 3 Americans believe that they will die with all the debt that they have. They don't see a way out, but I'm here to tell you, GO.O.D is the way out.
GO.O.D is the way out. So I like that. So Sam, I've heard this, I don't know if you've heard it, that it's okay to have good debt and not bad debt. I've heard, I was at an investment seminar once, and they said what they do with their credit cards, they don't use it to buy items that it's not going to generate money out of it, but they'll use it for, they call it their investor's card.
Love it.
So is there anything that you say or you recommend that we can charge something if we're going to utilize it for not your good debt, get out of debt, but for what we call good debt, if there's such a thing?
Absolutely. GO.O.D can be used for good debt, for investment properties.
So we can use our credit card. Hear me out. You can only use your credit card for good debt. Not going to Macy's. Let me not put Macy's out there. I like Macy's though. Not going to your favorite store and just shopping because you just had a closing, real estate agents, and now you want to spend your money. But no, just making a joke out of it.
Right.
You do want to be mindful of how you spend your money.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I always begin with a conversation about what is your largest asset, which is your income, your money, your cash flow. And I show my clients how to manage it. I also, through GO.O.D, teach them how to not be a debt servicer and to shift their mindset to wealth building. Instead of always paying interest and all of that things, now to earning interest. So we flip the role. Right. And once we start having those conversations, that's when we start peeling the layers of the onion back, and I can start helping shift the mentality of some of my clients. and it's been working so far. Good. Just to hone in on one of the questions that you asked as to another area as to where I see people are losing money. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there because
Yes.
we've been taught in our country to go get the good job, go get those benefits, and those benefits may include a 401k. It may include, if you work for a private company, it may include a 403b. If you're in the school system or nonprofit, it may include, like, you work corrections, a 457. All of these different codes which are all vehicles to defer your money, to defer tax on your money until a later date. So I always begin the conversation, which I'll just do with you.
Be real.
Yes.
This is the Real on Real
This is
Estate
the
Radio.
Real Real Estate, okay? And I'll say, okay, tell me this. I have a business proposal for you. I want you to put up all the money. I want you to take all the risks. I want you to manage the day-to-day operations of this business. And when you get tired of running this business and you're ready to start earning, you want to sell it, you have to give me my cut. Would you go into business with me? Would you?
No.
But would you?
I mean, it didn't sound like such a bad idea, so.
Well, you saying we do
You
everything.
put up all the money.
No,
you
absolutely
manage
not.
all the
Absolutely
risks.
not.
And then, okay.
And
so
then
that
I'm going to be
doesn't-
partners
And
with you.
then I've
So
done
at the end of the
nothing,
day.
but you have to cut me my check
Right.
when you sell it,
No,
would
that
you?
wouldn't make sense.
Okay,
So that's just
But
that's the
that's what-
concept.
the average American does with their 401k.
And we're not thinking about it. So I think that when people are like that, that it's good that we sit down with somebody to talk about the good plan.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes when we don't know what we don't know,
Mm-hmm.
we'll still be in that vicious cycle
Mhm.
and just going just like this right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we get the advice, normally when we get advice, we get it from our coworker who's in the same situation that we're in.
And that's
Absolutely.
another important thing is if you want to get out of a situation, you have to make sure you're talking to the right person, someone who's
Right.
done it before and has the training to help you out in that
Absolutely.
situation.
So when I have clients with their, let's say 401ks, and they come to me and I give them that business proposal, and they have an opportunity now to get off because they have options now. If you get ahead of it very soon, you'll have options. Opposed to when I have some clients who come to me and they're retiring, your options now are limited. I can't help you. You already owe all this money. We can't get in front of this to start creating another actionable plan for you to win. I had a client come in the other day, had a sizable rollover amount, and she was excited, and I was like, yeah, she was excited. I said, did you forget your silent partner? She said, what do you mean my silent partner? This is all my money, Lori. I said, no. I said, your silent partner is the one who allowed you to defer the tax
Right.
until a
Okay.
later date. They just allowed you to postpone it. But you owe the I to the R to the S. Don't forget your silent partner. And she was under 59 and a half, so there's a penalty for that. And then the tax bracket she was in. So almost 40% of her accumulated $500,000 was owed in taxes.
Because we don't get the information. That's what
Because
it
we're
is.
conditioned, you get the good job, you get the good benefits,
And you work there forever.
you work there, you manage it. Some people can't manage. I see all the time. A lot of people are making certain moves, switching from this fund to that fund. It's the market. I don't care if it's a bond. It's still safe, but it's still in the market. It's the bond market. It's stocks, mutual funds. That's what your money is in. And it goes up and it goes down. And then also some of the jobs we get excited because we say, okay, we get a match. My employer
Right.
is giving me 3-4%. Okay. They get the tax deduction now, but your pot is growing. So what does that mean? When you get toward the
Right.
end, it's just a bigger chunk that you
That's
now
true.
have to give your silent partner.
And so are you saying that it's better to have those taxes taken out as the money's putting in, like right away?
Yes, I said
Okay.
get the gum off your shoe immediately.
Okay.
I like that. Get the gum off your shoe immediately. She's sharing some great nuggets. She even have my eyes open.
Mhm.
Wow. Now, here's a question. this is one of the biggest questions that I hear a lot too, is that I always hear you're saying this, whether it's Lori or any person that's dealing with helping people get their money in order.
Okay.
How can someone do something? This is the hardest time, and they won't deal with their money. Is that? But I hear what you're saying, Lori. But there is no money. He's got his hand up. So let me be short with this here. I don't have any money. I don't have any way to get out of the trap right now. I don't make enough money, and my income goes only so far, and I'm in so much debt. So my expenses supersede my income. We have about 2 minutes.
Well, that ties into my philosophy. My philosophy is I look under the hood. I help you find that money that you are losing unknowingly and necessarily.
Love it.
I have not had a client yet that I have not been able to help. Even if it is starting you where you are, if you don't do anything now, that space is just going to widen where you will never.
Because the time is going to pass
because
anyway.
the time is going to pass. So we look at it, we just get real, okay?
Right.
And we start making some choices. I have not had a client yet that I could not help. Now the options, depending upon the timing and their time span, that may limit the number of options. But if you have breath in your body and you have some income, we can work.
Oh, wow, I like that. If you're listening to us, if you have breath in your body, Lori said you all can work and she can help you come up with a plan. So Lori, our show is about to end. Give out your contact number so people can call you.
Absolutely. You can contact me at 954-516-7222. You can follow me on Facebook under my name, Lori Gilbert Martin, or my business Facebook page at my company's name, LGM and Companies, or on Instagram, LGM and Companies.
Gotcha.
Perfect. And I can be contacted at 305-783-1591. And again, this is Samantha.
And I am Dr. Karen Lewis. I can be reached at 305-323-1556. Thank you all for joining us on The Real on Real Estate Radio. We will see you next go round. And make sure you have yourself a super, super, super Saturday because you deserve it.